now I want to do another day. Picking up the pieces. Damn, I'm still vibing, chat. I'm still vibing. I'm still vibing. I want to know what happens. Okay, but it seemed like the evil person knew that the stars were coming. What's up with that, chat? Also, can we read our letter? Can we not read the letter? Also, what happened to our boy Zephyr? He was supposed to be back a day later. I'm glad the inn wasn't severely damaged by the falling stars, though it did take me nearly a whole day to finish those little repairs. The buildings might still look a little battered, but it could be worse. Hopefully none of my customers got hurt yesterday. It's not much, but I should surprise them with a new drink on the menu. Yes, please, bro. We need to mix it up. I mean, I'm sure it's plot. It's plot-driven. The plot. That way, whoever comes in can get a small taste of normalcy. I think that sounds like a good plan. Whoa, hello. The turtle has a nose ring. Oh my god, Taco, if you're still here, if you're listening. There's a turtle with a nose ring and a beautiful lady on the screen. Oh, the turtle went in. The turtle retreat. The turtle, yeah, look at the turtle. He's got a nose ring. So cute. Innkeeper. Jade. Okay, we just stay knowing these pretty ladies, huh? Didn't think you'd show up again after last time. No hard feelings. Remind me again, who started the whole brawl? Ah, no clue actually. Must have slipped my mind. Would a drink help you remember? If I wanted to chat about it, maybe, but you know how much the remnants of the past bore me. Let's focus on the present. Let's. I didn't come all this way to reveal old times after all. Although, I brought you something I knew you'd find useful, just in case you did remember who started the brawl. Oh, this is interesting. Let me see. It's some thunder sage. I found it in one of my jobs, but didn't have any use for it. Yo, what? She's like gilded? What? That's so cool. Just don't try to boil the tea out of its... What? Just don't try to boil tea out of its leaves. Tastes dreadful. Numbs your tongue. You seem to be speaking from experience. The music changed. Your tavern seems to be getting on in years. Seems like nothing can escape the grip of time. Wasn't even sure if it was still open. Is it that bad? Eh, I guess some would say age adds character. And what would you say? I'd say you've gotten old. Ouch. Oh, don't take it too personally. You've still got some of your old... appeal. Appeal? Yes. You could be honest, you know. You're not my type. That's okay. What an appropriate response. We gotta teach them. We gotta teach the people playing this game what's an appropriate response. Perhaps your drinks are my type, though. What can I serve you? Ma'am? Something that'll keep my mind sharp. You never know what will come your way next. Gotcha. Alright, what do we want? Why aren't we using the infusions? That's my only complaint right now, is that we have all these infusions and we're using them not a lot. What's the Thunder Sage do? Extraordinarily motivate people? Persuasion? Cool, cool, cool. Compulsion? What does this do? Oh, fun! We're getting some splits. Getting some splits. Which one was it? Spoken Heart. No? Why did it change? Here we go. Well, we do want the Sparkling Nebula. Are we missing something? Or has it always been 4 drinks? I feel like I'm missing something, chat. We took something off the menu. This is it, though. Alright, we want some brain. We want 3 brains. And then we want a little bit of this. Perhaps you'll find this appealing. Now that's what I call a drink. Maybe you haven't gotten on in the years after all. Well, some things never wither. What are you doing in Zenith these days? Keeping up to date, checking out the latest town gossip after my most recent gig. Your most recent gig? I finished up a job in Saya Plains. A sandworm kept terrorizing a group of seal wool merchants at the edge of the plains. I, myself, am very fond of those creatures. They just mind their own business, but sometimes, they gotta eat. We know how it is. Something's gotta pay the bills after all. So I took the gig. It was a cushy job, though I still managed to get sand between my teeth. Luckily, it was only a sandworm and not one of those mimics that pretend to be part of the local fauna. And snap! Gone you are. Anyway, I also heard about some unrest. Oh wait, shit, the music got loud. I also heard about some unrest in Zoford? From one of the local merchants and decided to go take a look. Zoford? The seaport? Yeah. Anyways, wait, always considered a rather calm area. It was. It is. Sometimes, at least. Initially, I thought the unrest was related to the local thieves guild. So I went there to deal with some bandits, look at their most wanted list, and cash out. There was no real challenge though, so I didn't pick anything up. Other than a few hushed whispers at the marketplace, that is. Something about some archmage's familiar that went missing or whatever. Perhaps a job for you? I'm not a welfare association. Okay, Queen. Like, what do I care about missing familiars if no one's going to pay me, you know? Of course. I was way more interested in hearing more about the undead on the other side of the country than my colleagues were mumbling about. Ooh, this plotline's coming back to full circle. So I came here, and naturally I couldn't resist coming by to see how you were holding up. I'm doing very well, thank you. Well, that's good news, especially considering the state of your tavern. It's not that bad. Sure, whatever you say. So, do you know anything about those undead? Not really. I've been a bit occupied with cleaning up this mess. The tavern was just a tad affected by some recent incidents. What do you mean? The shooting stars? Whoa! Like an angel knight appeared. I'm liking the new characters though. Shooting stars? It's much more serious than that. Innkeeper, drink please. Perhaps something to boost my defenses. I'll have to be equipped for every possible situation after this kind of morning. Coming right up. Alright, I got done. Some of that defense. Some of that defense. 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 Right. Please enjoy. Like dragon scales, sturdy and strong. Flawless. I'm glad I could impress. You have no idea how much this catastrophe has affected the poor citizens of Zenith. And my day off. I can only imagine what scars it must have left on the rest of the country. I mean, if some star rain managed to affect not only the tavern, but also this whole city, it must have been pretty bad. Speaking of which, I'd be happy to help fix this place up. If the money's right, of course. No thank you, I'm closing up early today and tomorrow to take care of things. Alright, Chief. The offer stands. Oh, I wonder if we won't get a night shift. What? You don't really believe it was just shooting stars, do you? What else would it have been? Have you not seen the damage? Last time I checked, shooting stars were flaming comets traveling through the firmament of Cassiopeia. Sometimes they crash on Gaia. Rarely, but it happens. Nothing I would worry about. Just an average Genesis for me. Cassiopeia, help me. What? Do you know something I don't? Perhaps. Oh, do enlighten me, please. Well, it seems you're not aware of who you're talking to. Nope. I love it, they're beefing. My name is Althea Anwar. I'm a devotee of the great dragon Cassiopeia, bringer of change and lady of the gilded sea. I fight for those who cannot fight for themselves, bring justice to those who would bring doom. And I'm very aware of when something is wrong with the firmament. Cool. Pleasure to meet you, Alethea. Now trust me when I tell you, this was more than just your average asteroid shower. I'm bad at trusting strangers, but go ahead. I believe something way worse happened. What? I know the stars fell from the sky. Literally. Usually, I reside in the Aperture. It's a temple in the far northeast dedicated to Cassiopeia. But for my niece's birthday, I decided to take a few days off and visit her. To take her to the carnival on the outskirts of Zenith. We were just on our way back when suddenly, right above us, the sky was ablaze with a million stars raining down on Gaia. I'm very attuned to the realm of Cassiopeia, the harbor of all luminaries of the firmament. Just say astral realm. That wouldn't do the place justice, but what would you know? It's vast and yet so full of beauty. It's an ocean with a glistening surface, home to creatures beyond our comprehension. That's the theological term for it. Anyways, I noticed something was off the moment it happened. Perhaps even a tad beforehand. Like the feeling of impending doom when all the hairs on your neck stand up and you know there's a creature lurking somewhere in the shadows. Exactly. Which is why, in keep, I came here right after fulfilling my duties this morning. So many were hurt. It's a matter close to my heart, figuring out what happened. After inquiring with those affected, many referred to you in your tavern. If anyone had any intel, it'd be you, they said. And they did? Oh, maybe we'll finally open up the freaking letter. Yes. I'm sorry to disappoint, but I imagine I know even less than you do. I was hoping to find some clues, at least, to help me start with my investigation. Well, they could ask around for you, I'm sure. Would you do that? I could certainly try. Good. In the meantime, I should do what I do best, aid those in need, and perhaps find out more about this disaster. Why? What? Why are you so nonchalant about all of this? Things like this happen all the time, and people like you fix them. Thus, it's not my problem. People like me are the reason people like you can continue living like that. Bubbins? This day's gotta end soon so I can tend to my boy. I didn't ask for any help. There will be a time when you do ask for help, and then you will be happy there are people like me. Sure. I do think Jade's a little arrogant, if I'm being real. Before I forget, innkeeper. Yes, Alethea. I will help you fix up your tavern, free of charge. Not necessary, but thank you for the offer. Man, we got yin and yang over here. Well, if you don't need my help, I know many around that do. So I'll be going. Maybe we'll know more about this when I return. Yo, this is gonna be a freaking... That's a secret. It's a clue. How dramatic. Isn't it normal for divine devotees to act like that in times of crisis? Not sure if I'd call this a crisis. I don't know. The town was on fire, Jade. I feel like you were just really underestimating what just happened. Sure, if it's like she said, the literal stars fell from the literal sky, then yeah, that's odd. Then again, I'm sure Cassiopeia would have stopped it from happening if she wanted to. Are you religious? No, but I don't deny the dragon's existence. Which means I'm more than confident in saying that if they wanted to be worshipped, they should work for it. We all work for something. I work to get paid, you work to get paid. You just get paid without working. I wouldn't say they weren't working. Do I agree with this statement? I agree. If the dragons are real, they didn't do anything. I don't know. We don't know enough. I agree. That does sound a little unfair. Plenty. Which is why it's even more important that we take care of things here on Gaia. Whoa! Oh my god, weird. I'm taking his design. It's like a live animal. What is he made of? Metal? Concrete? Oh my god. What kind of trope is he? A monk? Hey yo. Greetings, adventurer. Who? Me? You're the only one who entered my tavern, no? Yeah, but in what way do I look like an adventurer? That's just their standard greeting. Budgeting should cover any more, I suppose. Wait, was that a fourth wall break? I have a wide variety of greetings. If that makes you feel better. Hit me up and keep something from your repertoire. Greetings. Hey, yo, bro. Cringe fail. Didn't you greet me like that? It's different when I do it. Is this a Gen Zer with ADHD? Yeah, their whole demeanor revolves around cringe. Yeah, exact. Wait, what? Who even are you? Jade. You? Iniko! Cool name, Jade. Can I steal it? What? What? I'd prefer it if no one stole anything. Drakes! Got it. Can I have a drink then? If I can't have your name? Of course. What do you want? What do you have? Everything. What do you need most right now? I think that'll make me more swift and agile. Like a slippery worm. Can't risk getting caught after all. What? What? Worms can be slippery. Except for the turtle. That wasn't... Never mind. Turtle's still in your heart. He is so cute. Yeah, are we about to be co-conspirators? Are we about to be accessories to crime with this one? A slippery worm coming right up. Swift strike, huh? My only complaint is that we've been making a lot of the same drinks this whole time. That's all. We have all these nice little combos and we barely use them. Our little twink loves this drink. We've made it so many times. No worms, but perhaps it'll suit your taste. Oh, wow, this is great. Amazing, even. Where did you learn this craft? In the Primordial Vortex? This freaking monk character who acts like a Gen Z, Gen Alpha, like, is probably so old and full of wisdom, actually. I love that. I love the juxtaposition. Don't look at me like that. I'm just joking. Where from here are you? Who, me? Who else? Corey! Is that the thing on your shoulder? Bingo! It's short for corruption. Ah. No. I meant you. Well, I'm nowhere, anywhere, and everywhere all at once. But most of me is from Avalon. Oh. Avalonian? Native-born or by ancestry? Native, duh. Huh, that's interesting. Find it pretty lame, TBH. There's nothing going on over there. Everyone's the same. And you think it's different here on Gaia? Yeah, I mean, not really, but I can go anywhere I like. Barely anyone knows me here. Oh, whoa. Yeah, we're accessories to crime. Theft, identity fraud, expletive. It's all goody-goody with me because I can be someone else tomorrow. Who is in our bar right now? In Avalon, they all see through that game very quickly. I see. Changeling then? Yes, and I say so out of trust. Just kidding. If you tell me when, I'll come for you. Fret not. What happens in the tavern stays in the tavern. Then we're cool. Cool. So what brings you here, Nico? This and that, you know? Zenith seems like a cool town, with a cool name. Got distracted by a giant hog in your front yard and thought I'd come say hi. That would be mine. Cool! I don't do mounts. I'm far faster on foot. That way I can admire the landscape, take U-turns through narrow spaces, pickpocket. I love this character. It's so random. Did you admire the wrecked ruin that was once Zenith? I mean, I love chaos, so... Is that bad? If you ever leave this tavern and keep, the city looks like a broken mirror. You bet it does. Looks like a star hit the center of Zenith and... Boom! Yep. Oh. But there's nothing we can do about it. Exactly. Someone will fix it. And that someone's not me. Ah, me neither. What if nobody fixes it? That's a good question. So what? Then it stays broken. The Aether Tree won't tumble just because some stars fell from the sky. This is so over it. I'm sure some egomaniac is already on their way to fix it. Need to get my hands dirty. Ditto. Isn't that a bit bleak? Selective action problem? Yup. Why even bother? There's always someone who fixes everything. And if not, then it ain't bothering anybody enough. Which means it isn't a problem. This is all a metaphor. These two characters are just a metaphor. I can't say she's beautiful. Jade's beautiful, but I don't particularly like her. In this freaking Gen Alpha, but somehow millennia years old changeling. Very cool character, but problematic. Exactly. I know Jade is a mercenary, but say, Iniko, aren't you exactly a traditional adventurer? You aren't exactly a traditional adventurer either, huh? Oh, no way. There's self-righteousness, self-sacrificial hero complexes. Ain't my vibe. I wouldn't say all adventurers are like that. Name one adventurer that didn't die from self-sacrificial tendencies. I love his face. I knew one, but they perished thanks to their hubris. Another classic. Reminds me of this group I met last week in Ereve. They were nice, but too nice, you know? I know exactly what you mean. Were they also on their way to investigate the falling stars? Nah, they were heading somewhere north. Didn't really listen, didn't care. But I was nice to them too, you know? Charmed some rations out of them when they prepared breakfast at their camp. I love that his legs twitch. This is such a human-coded, like, tweaking. I love it. Sat around the campfire drinking tea, munching on bread and bacon. One of them was a wizard, I believe. Full on robes and a magic type of guy. Kept going on about how Leviathan was sending bad omens to the bottom of his teacup. Leviathan? Huh, why him? Dunno. Was he trying to warn you about his sister's demise? His sister? Cassiopeia. Oh, right, sorry, mythology isn't really my cup of tea. What is your cup of tea? Fraud! Checks out. So, Leviathan warned him via his tea leaves about the start of something terrible. Tattered wings painting the gilded sea in dark shades of misery. Leaving behind nothing but a shimmering void. That's exactly what he said. How'd you know? I think I read that somewhere before. Did you also read about the blazing eruption at the foot of Doel Hills? No, but I heard about that when I was in Zoford. Thought the Fae were doing one of their quirky rituals again. Wait, so it actually happened? Yup. He also read that from his tea leaves. Whoa, seems like the guy is getting real psychic. I guess. Divination magic can be a powerful tool. The tea leaf said, the wings shall be torn apart at the feet of Avalon, nestled between peaks of Doel. Dalwo. So it really could be true. What? Sounds like whatever happened in Dalwo was the reason the stars fell from the sky. Painted gilded sea, shimmering void, metaphors for a starless sky. If the wizard was right about his tea leaf reading, that is. But it fits with what I heard in Zoford. Happened just a few days ago. Oh, that's how you're connecting it all? How else? No idea. I thought he was just babbling. With everything that's been happening recently, I think he might have been onto something. Odd that the adventurers didn't try to stop it from happening. Maybe they were lacking in ego. Maybe. Or maybe they thought someone else would come along and fix everything. Okay, enough. I understand what you're getting at. Maybe they were just pretending to be adventurers. Maybe they were the cause of all this and were just bragging about it, thinking I'd stop them. LOL. Enough with your maybes. They're pointless and aren't helping anyone. I'm getting a headache. I'll go get some fresh air. So long, Innkeep. Merry hunting, Jade. Now it's just you and me, Innkeeper. Indeed, Nico. Have you ever heard about what would happen if no one ever fixed anything? Nah, pal. I just don't think about it. Life's easier that way. Why would you worry so much? You have your tavern. You can just mind your own business. This is my job. I listen to stories and gather rumors too. To make quests. I get it. Ah, he's got a tiny violin on his fingers. That sounds like the blurb on the back of some page turner. I wanted my life to be a page turner. Well, that's good we aren't all the same. Though I technically could be anyone, even you. Don't. Drakes. I'm kidding! Didn't mean to spit in your soup. You didn't. Cool. I'm off. See if I can snatch some coins off the streets. Good luck. Don't need any Inkeep. Oh my god, what a cheeky bastard. Quite liked his character though. It was nice, we got freaking 3 new characters that day. New quests. I think we have enough for the lights. The spectacle. Wizard. This is... Zenith is in shamble after the star. Psychic wizard foretold the star. Spectacle last night left a mark on Thessalia. Not everyone agrees, but the cleric of Cassiopeia claims it was serious. Okay, I think that's it. Twinkle, twinkle, deadly stars. Yeah, that was a long ass day, so no nighttime. When's our emo boy coming back? Alright, we're definitely done. Somehow I've been playing this game for what, 3.5 hours? Holy moly. Alright, I'm gonna have to remember the voices chat. I actually think I will move my mic closer to me because I rewatched the VOD for the sound balance and my low voices were a bit low. They were a bit low. I'm not trying to struggle here. What's the difference? Okay. Good to know there was an autosave because I really thought we were just about to just lose everything if I forgot. Okay, recap real quick. We ended with the city was attacked and this note we haven't opened yet. I guess you can't see my... Oh, here it is. This note we haven't opened yet. So there's some lore that we need to unearth. And I have to remember the voices. I remember Bridgerton accent for our resident twink. High-pitched for the vampire. I'll try to grumble. Not the best at doing that. Rhea. You've got any new lines for me? I don't know what I'm doing. I gotta warm up. Perhaps, but I'll only trade them for new ones of your own. Humph. Make me a drink. I had a long night. Want to tell me about that? No. I get it. You need some stamina first. What I need is some defense to warn off your questions. I'll go check if I serve that. Maybe I choose between stamina and defense. No, just defense. We still making these frosty lagoons though. Have to remember how to play. Yes, please. Fill her up, please. Some defense to keep your favorite innkeeper at bay. Who says you're my favorite? I might be after this drink. Fair enough. You're climbing up there. I'm happy to hear that. Now I've got a question for ye. You think ye can handle that? I'll try my very best, Mrs. Frostgrip. Miss. My bad, Miss Frostgrip. I just thought since you're such a catch, keep it to yourself. Alright. Is Kyle here? I was looking for him around town, but not a single lad or lassie has seen him. Thought maybe he got crushed by a fallen star. Worried? No. I see. I think he should be waking up right about now. Still gooped up. Rhea! There he is. Oh, I've missed you so terribly. I thought you had died, or worse, abandoned me. I thought the terrible fathoms of time had taken a new friend from me yet again. I'm fine. Are you sure? Aye. Can you see her too, Innkeep? Yes, very much so. By the dragons! So she is not a dream nor a fragment of the past. I'm very happy you're not dead, Rhea. Thanks. Would you like to see a gift I bought you? A gift? When I was at the market all by myself, missing you terribly, I found these gorgeous earrings that reminded me of you. Oh, I'll help you put them on. Wait. We got earrings now. Wait, don't dwarves love treasure? This is canon. Are those suns? Yes, because your friendship lights up my undead life. What do you think? I like them. They match me other jewelry, and the craftsmanship is decent. Some dwarves. But they have free will. Not all dwarves. You mentioned you like leatherback clasps. I do like them. When did I say that? Not sure. At some point. Or maybe I dreamed it. That is very likely. Speaking of dreams, I had the strangest dream about the stars falling down the other day. They crashed into Gaia like rain of fire, or beautiful fireworks. There must have been something wrong with my drink. Anyhow, Rhea, where did your slime go? It was washed away by the falling stars. The rain of falling stars. That's from Tolkien anyway. Oh. So the empty night sky wasn't a dream? No. Guess Cassiopeia couldn't carry it all anymore or something. Incredible. So it wasn't one of your strange drinks, Innkeep. Does that mean I could drink another one without a vision of falling firmaments again? Worth a try. Then I would like to try, preferably something that will make me strong, enough to lift a star. Just in case I would like to. I'll see what I can do. Alright, give me one of these new fusion ones. Strength, 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 strength. You're still making the OGs. Still making the OGs over here. I'm covering Andu entirely. Also, Bjorn, how does it sound? Because I also thought it was loud last time. But if I need to turn up the actual game— What? I gave the wrong drink? Whoopsies. Was this not about strength? Did I do it wrong? Was there an infusion I ignored? Uh-oh, gave the wrong drink. This tastes bad. Weak! But that's okay. True strength is a hard thing to understand for simple mortals. Indeed. So what do you two think about the star rain? Oh wait, that was me. So what do you two think about the star rain? It was very bothersome. Had to look for shelter on my way back from Rockwell Cliffs. Well, I noticed there's some highs and lows. Like right now, it's very low, but then sometimes the music picks up. Can't help that whiplash. They better hurry and clean it all up. You've got somewhere to be? Still have to get the vampire to Boruvia before I can get me hands on that gold. Who? Ye. Oh, splendid! I haven't been to Boruvia in quite some time. I cannot wait to see it again. But until then, I can search for other materials. Better ones, even. That isn't going to happen by sitting around. Are you collecting loot for your dragon hoard? What? No. In what world do I look like a dragon to ye? They are masters of disguise. What about you, Innkeep? Am I a dragon? You are? No, I'm afraid not. But you smell so primordial. Thank you. Okay, Bjorn. If you're not a dragon, Rhea, what do you need materials for? Decorations? Ingredients? Look at that face. Don't ye worry. I'm not trying to steal business away from ye. They're for crafting. Like for friendship bracelets? No, for weapons. You're going to war? But I just got you back. I'm not going to war. Won't see me fighting for anyone but myself. Are you a blacksmith then? I am. And I'm looking for the right material to smash the next ore heart competition. I'm going to travel all the way up to the caves of Ur for that one. That's so far. Can I come with you? That sounds very exciting. I hope you'll come back to show off your creation once you've won. I'll think about it. How are you feeling about the stars having relocated, Kyle? It's fascinating. You think so? Yes. Now that I know it was not a dream, the implications are dazzling. Yesterday, when I was looking out into the night, I could see nothing but darkness. But then, as I stared at the sedating nothingness, I could see the astral hair fish hopping across the sky. Its sparkling tail left a gleam of light in its wake. It was followed by more of its kind, like a pack finding a place to rest for the impending sunrise. With the light of the stars blinding me, I would have never been able to see such a spectacle. And you still thought you were dreaming? I thought the stars had just gone into hiding. We all do that sometimes. I would love to know how they're doing on Earth. They must be enjoying the new atmosphere. Possibly. Speaking of exciting, have you had a chance to take a peek at that letter of yours, Innkeeper? Yes, Kyle, please. I'm afraid not. Either way, how exciting. You know, this world never ceases to amaze me with its natural wonders. Quest taken. This is a pretty Gaia night, lady. Elathia. This was by no means a natural wonder. Welcome back, Miss Anwar. Who are you? The Wonder Police? I am Elathia Anwar, High Cleric of Aperture and the chosen lady of our endless light. And I have returned to this establishment to investigate the tragedy of Starfall. Not one of those protagonist types. Innkeeper, I am happy to see that you were able to collect more information for my research. I am grateful for your help in these trying times. At your service, miss. Substack. What are these trying times? Me and the wonderful people of Asteria. An empty night sky is no laughing matter. This must be taken care of swiftly. I guess it's empty every time of day now, actually. How does that not worry anyone? We have other things to worry about. And if these sorts of things stopped happening, this babbler would be out of a job. Indeed. I find it very exciting. That is somehow even more worrying. Say, are you a vampire? What else would he be? I am indeed. That is also very exciting. Do you have any affiliation with Morrow Castle? The dodgy look. Oh, what is a castle? Why are you asking? While I was seeking shelter from the calamity, I came across a young echo with a gloomy temperament. Or rather, I came across his hands in my pockets attempting to steal my most precious spell components. Luckily for him, I am not a very vengeful person, and I believe in the redemptive power of second chances. And an effort. He did make an effort not to steal from me again. Very wise. Did he travel with you? No, we went our separate ways. I believe he wanted to be alone after narrowly escaping an encounter with a horrid vampire. Horrid vampire? They must have been very hungry. As they tend to be. Only if they're not eating responsibly. Who did you say you encountered again, Miss Elathia? Roguish Wind Echo. I think that's our boy. I think that's our blue boy. Ah, yes, a windy aftertaste is hard to resist, and primordial blood is a delicious luxury. Speaking of which, Innkeep... No. Grenadier. Are you from the primordial sea? Not in the slightest, but my blood would taste delicious if I was willing to share it. What about your blood, Miss Elathia? Are you out of your mind, propositioning a holy woman for her blood? Well, you've got a lot of it. Fair question. And I need all of it to keep my strength up against the looming evils of this world. Without me, who would even care enough to investigate this whole mess? After all, none of you seem to care. Besides, a taste of my blood would probably reduce you to ashes. I like your unwavering self-importance. Thank you. I like your earrings. Thanks. Ha! So what are your next steps for saving us, citizens? Well, your rumors are all over the place, which is good. That means there's a lot to look into. Still, I would have appreciated a bit more organization. My bad. I will start my investigation in Zenith and Timis. Have a closer look at the wreckage caused. Maybe examine the rebel more closely. Perhaps it harbors hidden clues. Once I have found out what is going on, I will put a stop to it. The stars have already fallen, lassie. Not a lot you can do for them. Then I will make sure nothing like this can ever happen again. Perhaps Cassiopeia can even be healed. It is imperative for the order of this world that she herself does not fail. Couldn't agree more. I know you've got this under control, Miss Anwar, but how would you feel about a little drink to boost your spirits? You have a long investigation ahead of you, after all. If you're offering, thank you kindly. What can I get you? It depends on the approach I decided to take with this. I could focus on the investigative aspect, really dig my heels into connecting the threads. Analyze the situation, find hidden clues, speak to the locals and those affected. Of course, I would have to do so strategically. Without the right approach, this plan could fall apart. And perhaps I would even need to inspire bravery in others to care about my cause. On the other hand, who knows who caused this? If I focus too much on theory, I may not be in the right condition to fight whomever I encounter. But will you be able to talk to them? That's much more entertaining. Not everyone can be reasoned with. In such a case, I should be able to properly defend myself, especially if something similar should threaten to occur again. I need to be prepared for even the worst case scenario. I could offer you some phoenix chilies. Who knows what you will encounter, but burning stars are best avoided with a hint of fire resistance. Sounds reasonable. So either it's the right balance between intelligence and inspiration, or the ultimate fireproof self-defense. I am not certain which path I should walk. You should trust the innkeeper with this. They always have the most wonderful solutions. Just this once I shall. I'll make sure not to disappoint. I want to go the pacifist route. We've had too many brute encounters. Brain. How did I get that last one wrong, chat? Oh, because I did. I clicked on the wrong one. Spoken heart. And we want the inspiration. Oh, perfect. We haven't used this yet. Thunder Sage. Damn. Riz out the wazoo here. 1, 2. There it is. I think perhaps the strategic way is the best approach. After all, you wish to help people, not fight them. That is very true. This is an excellent drink, and I'm already coming up with a 38-step plan. Perhaps we should start at a nearby Gaia temple. I heard it was unfortunately an impact site. The local acolytes will be sure to offer assistance. That sounds like an excellent idea. Thank you for your effort in helping this world, innkeeper. Name she blush? She blush sometimes. Always happy to be of service, ma'am. Say, Miss Holly Spirit, those fallen stars, are they still intact? They crashed to the ground, so no, they're not intact. Were they pulverized? Not fully, no. Would ye say that the falling stars make for an interesting type of material? Or what? Yes! They would certainly be rare. Need any help in that holy mission of yours? I know a thing or two about rocks and the like. Could give you some insights on those impact conditions. I can't say I'm an expert in geology, though I feel like I can make an educated guess, nevertheless. Sure, I would very much appreciate your assistance. Great, then I'm in. Me too. What? You still don't have sunbalm. Part-time employee. Do you know about geology as well? Or astronomy, perhaps? I know about astrology. And this all sounds so very exciting. I've been terribly bored waiting for Rhea to come back. This will greatly aid me on the mission of curing my boredom. Well, I do like to help. That is very kind of you. I know. You don't have to come along. Of course I do. Could you imagine if the stars fell down again? What if one crushed you? I need to stay close by so I can catch it. I don't think you could. The stars already fell, Kyle. Done deal. What about the ones in the primordial sea? What if it floods us with all of its mirrored stars? Unlikely. I'm not willing to take that risk. I'm going on this adventure with you, and with you, Miss Ethelia. Great. Wonderful. I appreciate the enthusiasm. Let us not waste any more time. Thank you for your aid, Innkeep. I shall return with conclusions and perhaps even mended firmaments. I'm looking forward to hearing of your heroic deeds. How exciting! Wish me luck. Good luck. I hope you find suitable material. Me too. Teehee. Ragtag group of friends. Okay, new character. Tiny. Hello? Hello. I would like your finest drink, please. A drink, you say? What do you have in mind, miss? Okay, look at me gendering people just out the gate. Melina. But Melly is fine. It's short for Melina. I see. Well then, Melly. What kind of drink would you like? Something tasty. Something that will give me fun ideas. Oh, and some Thunder Sage. I don't have any money, but I've got something to barter for the drink. You don't need to pay. But I want to. It doesn't feel right otherwise. Alright, fine with me. But what do you have for me? Ooh, I got a new infusion. Oh, thank you so much. I know, right? We need to see some ID here. If anything, I was like age profiling Melly out the jump. Now I can accept a drink. Very well. Let me see what I can do. Okay, we got some Thunder Feather. Got some Thunder Feather. It seems like a neutral infusion. Neutral doesn't do anything to the... or... No, it's just... Never mind. I was wrong. We want Mega Mind. We want a Sparkling Nebula. That's crazy because this Melly literally said that she wanted this. But it's not on the order slip. Some Thunder Sage. She says she wanted Thunder Sage. Is this a trick? I'm gonna put it in. We already made one wrong drink, whatever. Is this a test? Woo, sparkly, right, Andu? Huh. Some new fun and sweet ideas coming right up. This is perfect! I'm already feeling the energy for new hijinks running through my veins. Thank you! This is a really nice tavern. I think I'm going to hang out here for a bit. I need a break from my investigations. Can I pet your familiar? No, he's quite antsy when he hasn't been fed. I'd worry for your hands. Okay. Ah! Zephyr. I gotta admit, I like Zephyr, chat. I like this Pokemon. Oh, Zephyr. I almost didn't see you there. I suppose I'm as stealthy as a knight. No, as the knight. I meant as the knight. Sounds like you need a drink. Desperately. One that will help me remember words. Me every day. Me with coffee. I've been quiet for so many hours. I think I've forgotten how to speak. That explains why we're communicating telepathically right now. We are? No! Who the expletive are you? Was I too stealthy for you? No. Let's get you a drink so you can stop cursing at the child. Detective, stop cursing at the detective. Yes, of course. Though my drinks don't come cheap. How much? I'll trade you for one trinket. Ah, one of those. One of those. What if I didn't find one? Are you trying to tell me you made it all the way through the castle without stealing a single thing? Yay, we got a clock. Drink some water. Stay hydrated. Here, I thought the place might like it. Oh! Well, my tavern tells me it thinks it's beautiful, but it is wondering what it might be. I thought it was smarter than that. Do you? Does the tavern want to guess what it is? Notice I stamp a frying pan. You're not even remotely close. But they are right. That looks like a handle. That's the pendulum. Do you think if you fried eggs in this pan, would they take a bat-like shape? I really doubt it. It's a wall clock, adorned with hungry bats, one creature of the night telling time to another. A very inaccurate wall clock, it seems. It's nowhere near midnight. Its hands seem to have gotten stuck just before midnight for an eternity. Or at least since I found it. Will this do, or will I have to pull another heist? This will do just fine. Good. And because I'm someone that always keeps their promise, I shall now prepare your drink for you. One moment. Let's see if I have something that will make you more polite towards local detectives. Angsty emo lad. Okay, we need to get that Riz up. Sunny breeze. Am I wrong? Why is it not done? What? Okay. Well, guess what, Andrew? You got to eat something. What did I do wrong? 3. Oh, we want like the full spoken heart. Never mind. Maybe. No wonder the sign didn't go up. Politely, a drink. Did I accentuate the right notes? Sure did. You should consider becoming a musician. I'm happy where I'm at now, thanks. Now, will you be polite and tell me what happened? No. Why not? I don't even know who you are. I'm Melina, but you can call me Melly. No thanks. So, what else did you steal? Castles have many things, I've heard. Nothing. Shouldn't you be at school? I don't go to school. I'm already smart enough. Do your parents agree with that? My parents are dead. And they didn't come back as ghosts to tell me to go to school. So it can't be that important. I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay. I've already been this many years since they died. Just kidding. I can count. It's been 7 years. So I was only 3 when they disappeared forever. I don't remember a lot about them. But I already solved their murder, so it's okay. Did you avenge them? No, they got eaten by zombies, and the zombies got eaten by a T-Rex. Not a lot left to avenge. That makes sense. It's a classic adventurer's tale. It does not. I'm sorry, Millie. I'm gonna call you out. Though that must feel horrible. I'm sorry that happened to you, Melly. No child should grow up alone. It's okay. I'm not alone. Just by myself. Isn't that the same thing? No, I meet great people while working my cases all the time. Sure, they never stick around, but I get to spend time with them and we have lots of fun together. And then they leave, but that's okay, because other people come by and I get to meet so many different personalities, it never gets boring. It's cool. It's a little sad. Sounds like too many people. There's no such thing. And now I'm meeting you. What's your name, by the way? Yes, what is your name? Blaze. Didn't they call you Zephyr earlier? No, they didn't. Didn't you? I don't recall. Okay, I'll respect your fake name, but only if you tell me what castle you stole the innkeeper clock from. Fine. It was Marrow Castle. I was on a dangerous quest to steal a precious cape from a murderous vampire. Did she kill you? Obviously not. Not so murderous then. She would have if she had caught me. So she didn't? No, I managed to complete the mission undetected. Thanks to the invisibility that took hold of my body, I was able to avoid the cohort of monsters she had put in my path. Only the dragons know what would have happened if they had spotted me, weak, and not prepared to fight. But they didn't. Even the living gargoyles with their lithic claws at her doors did not sense my presence. I waited until they were mid-argument to sneak through a nearby window that had been left open to the grate to grant spiders easy access to the castle. I heard Marrow Castle is very scary. Was it very scary? Yes. On a scale from 1 to parents being eaten by a T-Rex, how scary was it? In the middle, I suppose. Interesting. Did you run into any traps? I was able to spot and avoid them all, thanks to my remarkably perceptive gifts. And your help. Anyway, I found the cape in her closet, hung up between the ball gowns covered in rubies and diamonds. Did you take any? Maybe. So you're a thief? Obviously. I think this has been my favorite interaction so far in the game. Can you teach me how to be a better thief? I want to expand my portfolio. Why would I do that? Because I asked nicely? Forget it. I took the cape. We're just gonna let her cry. I took the cape, along with whatever gemstones I could find, when I heard her approaching her chambers. Quickly, I hid among the dressing gowns, holding my breath to avoid making any sound. I thought I had made it through when suddenly she opened the closet doors. I was pressed so close to the wall I thought the wood would start vibrating in the rhythm with my heartbeat. But she reached right past me, picked out a hat, and returned to her dastardly vampiric activities. What are vampiric activities? I don't know. Sucking blood, turning into bats, scheming about blood. Lots of blood stuff, it sounds like. Indeed. Did you make it out of here easily, Blaze? I found a secret passageway that led below the pond through the earth to the summit of the Witch's Peak. Almost scared this strange cleric to death when I regained my visibility. She was ready to ignite me with her golden flames. Seems harsh for just a little jump scare. Are you sure your finger stayed in her pockets? Who can say? Speaking of sleight of hand, where did you find that clock? It was sitting in a display case in the middle of a hallway that stretched on forever. Then, how did you know it was in the middle? I could feel it. The case was locked, but with my expertise, I was able to crack it open in no time. The anti-clock stood right in between the ritualistic dagger and a vial of blood. And I thought it strange that it was the only item without a tag, so I took it. A tag? She's very organized, labels everything. Why would you display a vial of blood? Shouldn't that be in her pantry? Its label described it as blood from the very first vampire, Mike. Mike? Mike. Judging by its position to such a priceless item, the clock must be worth a fortune. In that case, thanks again. It'll look great in my tavern. Indeed. Oh, I like when he blushes. It sounds like you would have been in a lot of trouble if you got caught. But I wasn't. Thanks to the innkeeper's drink, I not only survived, but I also avoided the horror's wrath entirely. Sounds like a tasty drink. I would hope so. It seems like the quest was completed successfully. Thank you, Blaze. You did a good job. I'm lucky I survived once more. It's a miracle I made it past so many monstrous creatures without being harmed. Did you think you might die? When you took the quest, I mean. It's always a possibility. Then why did you go? Death is inevitable. Such is life. At least you have your cape now. It's not mine. It belongs to another vampire. Another vampire? Yes. It was stolen from him in a lover's quarrel. The clutches of love always end in cruel tragedy. But the comedy it takes to get there is worth a ride. Only for those willing to suffer. Aren't we all? Speaking of suffering, I'm sure Kyle, that's a long-suffering and very comedic vampire, Melly, would love his cape back. I could extend the quest to include a speedy delivery. After the day I've had. You've done enough hiding for one day, don't you think? Professional hiding. Fine. I'll do a direct delivery. Just this once. Where can I find this Kyle? Last I saw him, he left with Rhea to aid a certain cleric with her investigations. I'm sure you'll recognize her. Not her again. Where are they? Uncertain, trying to look around Zenith. They can't have gotten far yet. What are they investigating? Star rain, as far as I know. That's what I was investigating. Should we go? We should go talk to them. We can exchange notes. I already drew a map of all the impact sites on Zenith. Maybe they can help extend it further. Or even find the culprit of this curious incident. Come on, Blaze. We have to go find them. For your cape and for my notes. I'm going alone. You do whatever. With you along, I can never stay undetected. Wait for me! See you soon, Innkeeper. See you soon, Melly. That was a really cute interaction, actually. Chapter 7, Crossroads of 3. Good morning! Good morning, Melly. Good morning, Blaze. We're still keeping up the ruse here. What have you both been up to today? Oh, you know, dilly-dallying and such. I was not dilly-dallying. He was. It goes well with the brooding. Sounds like a wonderful morning. Can I offer you both something to drink in these early hours? Yes, please. Can you make me something smart and sparkly? Can do. Smart and sparkly. We need Nebula again. This is a virgin nebula, no infusions. Maybe you're not actually punished for putting an infusion so long as it's correct. Who knows? But I definitely took some liberties yesterday. A fresh brew of smart sparkles. Thank you. This is just the right amount of sparkle. Happy to hear that. Blaze, what can I get you? Nothing. All right. So has the cape found its way back home yet? Yes. The vampire was thankful, if melancholic. It seems to have awakened memories of old woe. He seemed pretty excited to see me. He should be. It fits him well. Almost like it was made for him. It was very interesting seeing the vampire in person. His fangs were shorter than I thought they would be. I expected them to be the size of a colossal saber. Saber-toothed tiger's fangs. But they were much tinier. A common misconception. Also, I don't think we've had an early morning setting. This is really nice. It's the dawn golden hour. Where did you find him? At the local Gaia temple. It got split in the middle by a falling star. That sounds morbidly interesting. It was. I overheard some priests saying they're thinking about rebuilding the temple around it because it looks kind of cool. And people like distinct temples. They do. The vampire was traveling with a really nice dwarf and a holy woman of Cassiopeia. They were asking around to see if priests knew anything about the star rain. Did they? No. I could have told them that 2 days ago. But while we were sneaking around and listening in, we overheard the strangest conversation. Turns out, Elathia, that's the cleric's name, found out that one of the priests was actually wobbling ooze. A wobbling ooze in disguise. Scandalous. I know, right? But in the end, it was all okay. The others forgave him and he promised to try to become a real priest. Apparently, he really loves the humidity in the temple. They all hugged and everything. It was very sweet. I was really happy to see. We can see that from the shadows. We? Me and the mysterious and quiet Blaze. He's my new associate. I'm no such thing. It's great to see you two working together so closely. I love this. They're such an unlikely match. This is great. Yeah, you make a great duo. We are not a duo. Thank you. How did you find the right moment to give Kyle his cape between all of his heightened emotions? We didn't. She got caught. I thought of one of the pillars. Wait, I thought one of the pillars would be big enough to hide behind, but it wasn't. It wasn't a pillar. It was a tall vase. I felt very well hidden when Alethea suddenly asked me if I wanted to stop hiding now. She was paying a lot of attention. I think she noticed me from the very beginning. She's so cool and smart. Did you ask her about her investigation? I did, but she said it's too early to share any insights. Even when I kept asking, she wouldn't budge. So I asked Master Smith Frostgrip to tell me more about the temple's architecture instead. Did you know that its altar was built from a 1,000-year-old oak? I didn't. That's fascinating. It is. She also told me I have to work on my stealth. That being small isn't going to be enough. I think she knows from experience. Better not tell her that. Better not. So, are you gonna work on it? Yes, Blaze is gonna show me the ropes. Is he now? Have to. She'll get herself killed otherwise. That's a very dramatic way to look at things. Also very nice of you. So would you say your investigation was a success? Kind of. We got to see how clueless the other investigators are and returned the cape to Mr. Vampire. But we didn't find out anything new about the stars. And I didn't even get to see any monsters. I was hoping maybe some would have fallen from the astral sea and I could have studied them. A dangerous and very exciting dream. Mostly a foolish one. You think so? Have you met monsters before? What kinds? Do you have favorites? What were your first ones you ever met? Did they try to eat you or be your friend? Of course I've encountered monsters before. They've been a part of my life for many years. Shadows are full of them. Really? That's scary. Of course it is. So the first monsters you ever saw were shadow monsters? No, they were much worse than that. What is it? Can I have a drink after all? The words aren't flowing easily. Of course, same as last time? Yes. Let's see if I can find something sweetly charismatic. Alright, what do we want? Just Riz, just Riz. Spoken Heart, the correct one. drink, just for you. Thanks. How is it? Fine. That means it's perfect. So, where was I? Alright. Shadow monsters. Back when I was younger, I had just joined the Shadowbanes and was eager to prove myself. I said there are great riches far in the depths of Gravelmac, a dangerous mountain range in the eastern Fiosa. Besoa. Hidden treasure troves full of precious gems and gold, and I owed some debts. Hoping to find some jewels, I made my way there, to the darkest of its crevices. Guarding its depths were creatures no one would ever choose to face. Bleak stalkers straight from Twilight Chasm. Hideous creatures that have every right to be associated with the Nightmare Realm. They typically feed on rocks and gemstones, but they seem to think bones have the same general consistency. I wasn't able to harm them with my mortal weapons, so I distracted them with some gems I had managed to pocket earlier. It was a close call. I will never forget their twisted antlers and beak-like snouts. They sound kind of cute. They were not cute. If you say so, maybe one day I'll encounter some. Pray you never will. No thanks. Hey, yo. Welcome back, sir. Ma'am. Welcome back, sir. You all right? Yeah, of course. You want a drink? Yes. Give me something strong, please. No watered down muck. Got it. Southern Brawler all the way. Strong but zero water, just how you like it. Thanks. Needed that. You're welcome. Say, Innkeep, you got a room in your neat little book full of recipes for one more drink? Sure, got one for me? You bet. It's what my baba used to drink back in the day. My adventure reminded me of it. Sailor's courage, let's go. Thank you, sir. Aw, why are you pouting? Why are you so sad? I ain't sad. But you look sad, and you sound sad, and the innkeeper looks worried, probably because you're sad. I am worried. Don't be. Too late. Like I said, I ain't sad. Not really. More, I'm not sure. My chest feels tight, and I feel lightheaded. Maybe I'm dying. Those are all side effects of being sad. Shock. Who are ya, anyway? I'm Melly, the world's greatest detective. I'm Saralyn. Who's that punk next to you? That's my sneaky assistant. He got a name. He changed his name again. Malachite. Ah. So, I would like to detect why you're sad. Likewise. Does it have to do with that wyvern chimera whose saliva you were hunting for? Oh yeah, that's what she was doing. Wait, did she always have this? I think so. You met a chimera? A wyvern chimera, yeah. That's so cool. Why? How? You're alive. Sure am. Do you remember that forgetful vampire, Melly? Of course. He put out a quest for Chimera saliva. He thinks it may be able to produce a sunscreen strong enough for him to walk in the daylight once more. Sarah Lynn was brave enough to pick up his quest. Whoa, that's amazing! How would you even get the saliva of a guardian? By killing it. Oh. Would you like to tell us what happened? Is that really necessary? I think it might be good for you. Huh. And very interesting for us. Real! Sarah Lynn, you killed the Wyvern Chimera? You really don't want to disappoint Melly, do you? Miss Sarah Lynn, will you please tell me the story? Fine. Thank you. I didn't mean to kill it. Seems like an extraordinarily blasphemous thing to do. For someone non-religious, you concern yourself an awful lot with it. Just try not to be a dick, that's all. Usually I got no trouble killing beasts, but my Baba would have lost it if I had told her I harmed a guardian. I think so, at least. Not like she'd ever fought any of them. But she had the natural ability to know when it would have been right to do so. I ain't got that kind of sense. We'll see about that. How did the fight start? On my way there, I changed my mind from fighting to sneaking. Thought if I was quiet enough and had the veil of night on my side, I could just steal the saliva from right under its nose. Or maw. Drooled quite a bit, that thing. But I didn't know my way around the Quag Mangrove, and I wasn't as quiet as I should have been. Oh, I know all about that. But you got a giant sword, so you were prepared, right? Of course. Innkeep here even hooked me up with some fire resistance. Came in handy. And this sword, well, was made for killing beasts. Even the good kind, I suppose. Is it a magic sword? Not sure. Doesn't do any magic tricks. But it's stronger than your average steel and can resist even the highest heat, even without practical potions. Used to belong to my grandma. She left it behind for me. That's so sweet. Your parents are gonna leave you anything? No, they weren't expecting to go, so they didn't think about that in time. But that's okay. I can find my own treasure. I'm sure you will, kiddo. So the Chimera noticed you? Yeah. Sly Beast pretended to be asleep while I approached it with a bucket. When I tried to catch its saliva, it snapped at me. Would have taken my arm if I wasn't so tough. The ensuing fight was something else. Next to its dragon head, it sported a lion and a snake head. They fought me all at once, with overwhelming ferocity. It was the fiercest enemy I've ever encountered. And even though its fire couldn't harm me, it took everything in me to best it. I may have defeated it in the end, but I felt honored to have fought with such a formidable foe. So you defeated it with your badass sword? I did. This weapon really saved my skin. Dealing the final blow, I felt like my grandmother was holding my hand and guiding me towards victory. Or maybe I just imagined that. Maybe. Maybe that doesn't matter, as long as it felt real. Maybe. I even gave it a proper burial. It deserved an honorable send-off. I almost left the sword with it too, but it's too good of a weapon. The dead don't need swords anyway. Yeah. You know, I did achieve her dream. I saw a wyvern chimera in the flesh. I fought it even, and then I killed it. Does that mean I killed her dream? I think it means her sword saved you from dying. I'm sure that was a dream of hers too. Possibly. But she would have found another way out of it, I'm sure. But she ain't here. So I thought, maybe it was time I put her to rest as well. Left my goodbyes for her with the chimera. Maybe I can pass them on. May Tot listen to your pleas. May he find that much mercy in his cold, dead heart. Is he dead yet, you think? Tot, I mean. I mean, he does reside over the spirit realm, and only the dead can go there. So he must have died to have gotten there too. Or he always existed there and was made to watch over the dead. He's a god after all. There's no clear consensus of what the Great Spirit Dragon is, really. A dead dragon, a god who could always control death from his very inception. A reflection of what we believe death to be, death itself. He could be anything. What would you like him to be? What hopes do you have? I hope he's kind. I hope so too. Then I think he's kind. Maybe we should follow his example. That's what heroes are for, right? Indeed. You're one of those. Right, sir? Of course she is, silly! I have to agree. You know what would be very heroic of her? What? If she brought the saliva to Kyle, the vampire, I'm sure his joy about finally being able to walk in the sun will be extraordinary. Too lazy to go yourself? My domain is merely my tavern. You're much more likely to run into him. Fine. Might as well. Need to get moving anyway. You're leaving? No, just need to move around. Any of you happen to know where I can find this vampire? His name's Malachite now. Last I saw him at the Gaia Temple. The priest might know where he went. I know where he wanted to go. I overheard him talking about it. Care to share? I want to trade it. The information, I mean. For what? Can you teach me how to use a greatsword? That's it. Sure thing. Right now? Is right now okay? I've got the time. Might take you more than one lesson, though. That's okay. I've also got time. It's a deal, then. I'll show you the basics, and you tell me where to find the vampire. Yippee! That is, if your assistant is alright with that. Don't care. Not my circus, not my monkey. Ugh. Okay, kiddo, let's go. Innkeep, can we use your front yard? Of course, go wild. Will do. Are you coming too, Mal? No, I'll stay here and have another drink. Okay, you can join us later. I can't wait to learn how to fight. It'll be so helpful for future adventures. Innkeeper, do you have any quests I could go on after this to practice my sword and stealth skills? Not yet, but I'm sure something will come in. Be patient. I promise I'll have a quest for you soon. I can't wait. I'm going to destroy any challenge with wits, stealthiness, and giant swords. Ha! I know you will. But first I gotta practice. See you later. I like her ambition. I like her naivety. Some would call it optimism. A waste of time. Delusions get you nowhere. You would know. He leveled a stare at us. Another drink, please. Same as before. Sweet and all. Coming right up. The sailor's courage has abs on it. Damn, he really likes his spoken heart. He likes his fruity beverage. Some sweet optimism for my most pessimistic customer. This is sweet enough to make me optimistic for future drinks. Wow, I'm proud of myself here. You should be. So malachite. Just leave me to my pondering. Got it. Damn, he pondered all day. Oh, it's our twink, our Bridgerton twink. Hiya, Innkeep. Hiya, Fable. I'm so happy to see the tavern looking healthy again. And you too. I'm sorry it took me so long to check in. It's all right. I hope the last 2 days weren't too hard on you. No, not at all. I was just very busy. A bunch of the Ashen Grove's trees got knocked over, and I spent a lot of time rescuing and leading a group of therapy sessions with the local wildlife. And of course, I had to check in on all the nearby settlements too, to see if they needed help with any damage after all of that. Did Uncle Dragon make it? Yes, the werewolf settlement took a bit of a hit, but everyone made it out okay. Mr. Dragon was making emergency soup when I arrived. I think he's a stress cooker. It's very nice of you to check in with everyone. I had to make sure everyone was okay. I used up a lot of my healing salves, but that's what they're there for. I'm not happy I had to use them, but I'm glad I was prepared. May I request something? Go ahead. Do you maybe have a drink in your repertoire that could assist someone assist someone in a situation like mine? Your drinks are powerful. I'd like something that would make me tougher while also replenishing my social energy. I think I'm all done with helping now, but a drink like that would be a real game changer in case something like this happens again. I don't think I have a recipe for that yet. But don't worry, I've already got an idea. But even without such a drink, I'm sure people here were very thankful for your presence. Well, they weren't mad about it, at least. Though, I sort of feel like people aren't really as concerned as I thought they'd be. When I saw the stars fall, I thought for sure the world was going to end. Yes, I recall. You were right, that it wouldn't, of course. But I thought that people would be a little more freaked out by the lack of the night sky. But everyone just seems to be okay with it. I asked one of my sisters about it and she said, "Who cares? Some wide-eyed adventurer will surely put them back at some point. Let's worry about replanting these tomatoes." I don't even know if you could put them back. We never put back what's lost. We can always replace it with something new. I'm not sure you can replace these stars, or if you should approach loss that way. It's all a matter of perspective. I wouldn't mind a bunch of trees up in the night sky for a change. Right, but I still would be It still would be much nicer if some things would just stay the same. They never do. I'm just happy everyone's okay. Did you check on Sarah yet? She should be hacking my terrace to pieces outside. I did. Outside. On your definitely not hacked up terrace. Just out of curiosity, do you own any wood glue? It was nice to see that she's okay too. I was only a little worried she would just leave and never talk to me again. So it was nice watching her train with Melly with so much enthusiasm. And to catch up a bit, that too. She tried to rope me into their great sword training. Great sword training. Did you accept? I'm not really a sword kind of elf, but it was fun to watch her teach Melly. She's very sweet. Indeed. And I was just relieved to see Sarahland's doing all right. And she was relieved about Mr. Dragon. And about you, I'm sure. Maybe. I don't remember if our resident twink Fable and Sarah were hitting it off. I vaguely recall them flirting. To celebrate our well-being, despite the absurdity of this world, how about a drink? I would love a drink. Can I try out that new one I requested? 1,000 Winds, was it? In case I run into more people in need of help on my way back. I'm sure I'll find just the right thing. New drink, Pog. Wait, what? Maybe it's a trick. Like, how do I make it? Because this is 331. They were getting along quite well. Yeah, like Sarah was concerned for Fable's safety or something. I think we need an infusion. Or not. Or not. Or yes. I think we need an infusion, guys. Let's try a golden feather with it. I think this is a trick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, this is it. Oh! It's really fun that they actually made me think. I quite enjoy this. Give me more puzzles, game. Unless this isn't right. It's not the right drink, Chad. What? How do I fit this? Oh, I miscounted. It's 2, not 3. Man, here I thought... Can I just put that back? Nah, we got it wrong. Thanks, Sandu. Okay, let's try not to overthink it again. I don't know how this is gonna fit. I'm confused. Huh. Confused. Let's do some thinking. Or I just overpoured. No, I think I was right. I'm so overthinking this. This is crazy. 1, 2. There we go. Okay. Wow. That looks like a fun drink. A breezy drink, one would say, inspired by you and your kindness. Thank you. Your drinks are still the highlight of my day. They make the best drinks, right? They're okay. Really? Do you actually think that? Or is this a thing where you just don't want to be nice? People seem to do that a lot for some reason. Call them out. They taste good. As good as things can taste when you're, me. Well said. Thank you. By the way, I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Fable. I'm an elf and a ranger, and I come here a lot. They're also incredibly courageous and a capable hero. That's not true. Not yet. I'm working on it. Being a hero, I mean. Why? Because I dream of adventure and all the wonderfully exciting things that it can bring. And I want to help people. Why? Why not? I'm Malachite. Oh, you're Mal. I mean Malachite, obviously. Melly just talked about a Mal. She said they, or I guess you, are very cool and her new friend. She sounded very happy about it. We're not friends. She just won't leave me alone. Oh, okay. Then why do you spend time with her if you don't like her? That sounds really mean. She keeps following me. And you take her along? Not by choice. I don't know you well enough to judge the truth behind all this. But I think you should be honest with her and yourself. Honesty goes a long way. I believe that that thing in Zoford could be fixed with honesty as well. Aren't you the stealth master? I know, right? Can't even get away from the kitten. Yeah. Escape to those shadows, but like stay with me, you know? Naruto running? Yeah, that'll do it. You mean the missing familiar? I heard several familiars are missing actually. And I believe, with so many mages and familiars present, someone is bound to know something. But maybe they're just scared to face the possible consequences for their honesty. Mage mania. Sounds like Zoford is going through an eventful time. Thank you for letting me know. I'll keep an eye or two out for future developments. Zoford isn't very far from here, is it? Not too far. It's in Eastern Pessoa, and is, to my knowledge, the biggest harbor town the Republic has to offer. I can only recommend its many summer festivals. Very pretty fireworks. Why? Does it sound like something up your alley? No, not mine, but... Melina is seeking her first quest. Maybe this could be something for her. She needs to practice her skills outside of a risk-free theory. Good idea. I'll see if I can reserve it for her. Sorry for asking, but first quest? I thought Melly just turned 10. Isn't that a bit young for quests? No. I was a similar age when I ventured on my first quest. This is just Pokemon. The one with the horrifying nightmare creatures? Yes. Oh, that's sad. No, that's cool. No, I think that's a little sad. Children shouldn't have to face such danger that early. Why not? It's always there. Might as well confront them when they're young, so they can accept its existence in their lives. That's an insane thing to say. Just because the world can be horrible doesn't mean that we should confront children with the fact as early as we can. It's already bad enough that us grown-ups have to deal with it so much. Why should they accept it if we can just make the world a better place for them instead? I mean, when you were on your quest with, and I quote, horrifying nightmare creatures, weren't you scared? Wouldn't you have preferred not to be alone? It builds character. A character that thinks we should put on other kids in miserable situations? You sure did a lot of good for yourself. Wait, sure did a lot of good for you there. Weren't your parents worried to death about you? You got enough rumors to make a quest yet, Innkeeper? Not yet. Give me another day. People are so busy talking about or ignoring all that star debris, they're losing sight of the important things. Like feeding me new information. Is that very nutritious for you? No, but it's fun. In that case, the fun I can provide in a day is running out. Unfortunately, the horrors of this world do not stop chasing me, or anyone else. I shall take my leave. Good luck. See you around, with us horrors, I hope. Malachite / Zephyr / Blaze spent all day with me, chat. Now I'm worried. About Malachite or Melly? Both. Are you really going to send her on that quest? If she wants to go, but I don't think you have to worry about it that much. Zoford is a beautiful city with a very low crime rate. I think she can handle a couple of rowdy familiars. And I doubt she's going alone. I hope not. There's little worse than being alone when you're scared. Very true. Are you scared of anything? Bad Yelp reviews. I don't think you have to be scared of that. You make the best drinks in all of Asteria. We're only endangering a single child here. I think as long as you like my drinks, I'll be okay. You've got 5 stars in the bag. I would ask what you're afraid of, but the answer would be everything. Is it? Yes, but I'm working on not letting my fear stop me. I might not be able to avoid feeling afraid, but I can always do things when scared. Rather than not at all, maybe that is still a terrifying thought. How do you handle situations you're afraid of? I used to have a terrible habit of just walking away from the things that scared me, but with the right people by your side, staying becomes less of a crushing weight on your shoulders. You realize that even if things aren't perfectly comfortable, they're still worth experiencing. That sounds lovely. I've never seen friends of yours around the tavern before. Maybe you should invite them over sometime. Perhaps, though one of my friends is sitting here right now. Where? Wait, are they invisible? Oh, you mean me. That makes me really happy. Also makes me feel pretty bad about having to go back home. Don't worry, go home, fix the many things that worry you, as long as you come back. Always. I'll see you tomorrow, Innkeeper. See you tomorrow, my friend. Listen, Zephyr stayed with us all day. W day in my book. Wait, and Sarah Lynn came by, didn't she? Or was that yesterday? It's only been 2 days so far. Need to do a quick BRB. Just need a 2-minute break. Am I one of the most scared people on the planet playing Resident Evil? I don't see people screaming like me. Or they're not posting it. Hey, I think the wanted poster changed. Yes, 100%. I don't know what to do for this voice. I might go a little neutral to recover. Good mythical morning. It's well past noon. It's still morning somewhere. Just a slight lilt. Plus, a wizard doesn't care about things like time. Time is only relative, but also flexible. Like a gummy worm. One time, I've actually tried breaking through the space-time continuum using the loophole through the primordial vortex. And... Wait, would you... Bjorn... When you said that you remember the events of the game like they happened to you, I'm thinking, well, you certainly screamed like... You're so right! I'm over here thinking about, like... I don't know, just the emotional bits and stuff, or like the fact that I'm literally fighting zombies, but yeah, you're right. I did scream like it. Man, it's just good stuff, good stuff. And did it work? No. But almost. I would have needed a drip of primordial sea to enhance the curvature, then that should have done it. But... no access to the primordial sea. Bummer. I heard that's not very easy to get. Theopractically it is. Theopractically? Practically in theory, duh. Ah, that makes sense. I get it. You do? Of course I do. Interesting. And suspicious. Are you mayhaps also a person of magic? Well, I do make magical drinks. Enchanted mixology? That indeed is a niche. Say, innkeeper, did you ever make... Wait, did something you make ever explode? Occasionally. Heck yeah. Welcome to the club. I think I blow up something at least once or twice a week. I'm Hex, by the way. Nice to meet you, Hex. Nice to meet you, too. Just innkeeper for now. Alright, well then, innkeeper, how about a super wheezy breezy drink for me? Any flavors you might fancy? Maybe something, something that'll make me focus more and perhaps help me to better understand the primordial vortex. Gotcha. I don't know. Tell me, game. It's actually really nice that they just tell you what it is instead of taking blind guesses. Because I would have been wrong so many times. Seems like Nebula. Yeah. Taste of the stars. Coming right up. What is this pride flag? What is this? Is this non-binary or pan? I forget. The purple yellow. Or one of the sapphic ones. I don't remember. Yeah, pride flag. This should boost your focus like nothing else. Amazing! I can already feel the ideas cooking up. I think I've figured out a way to get that primordial seawater to... Never mind. The explanation would be too complex to grasp, So, what complex reason brings you to my tavern, Hex? Getting away from the other smartest person in Hysteria. And who would that be? Does it matter? You tell me. My sister. She's studying and driving me crazy with all her theories. They are so... reasonable, you know? No chaos, but there's a bit of chaos in everything. But there has to be a bit of chaos in everything, doesn't there? I wonder how she gets through life with so much structure. Yo, we got a bone man. Structure is key to everything, young lad. Without structure, there is no chaos, and thus there'd be no entropy. I found entropy to be quite essential in the world. And you are? Oh, how rude of me. Top of the morning to you, lad. And to you, innkeeper. Is it? Correct. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. I suppose you may call me Scully. My actual living name would be too ancient to be spoken out loud. I'm an archivist. At least I used to be. Now I'm dead. Somewhat. Not completely, obviously. Under mysterious circumstances, I happen to still be conscious. So you're undead? Precisely. How? Well, I passed on, and then one day I rose from my grave. It was like a long sleep, completely knackered for thousands of years. At least, I believe it's been thousands of years. What year is it? 1755. Expletive? That's brutally long. So, how did you come back to life? I'm not too sure myself. I woke up and walked on like nothing happened. Thought to myself, might as well explore the world anew. Those who'd risen with me didn't seem to be inhabited by independent consciousness. And alas, didn't care. Those who'd risen with you? There are more like you out there? Of course. Deadly. Oh wait, no. Oh my god, I mixed undead and rarely into the same word. Undead rarely rise alone. They mostly serve a master. Right. However, I did not bother with that and go my own way. Going south, I passed through Zoford and found a small little tavern. A bit like this one, more nautical style. They had a lot of fish. I've never been a fan of seafood. Though, I got to listen to a lot of the town's gossip. Care to fill me in on that Zoford gossip? Well, apparently, a well-known noble married a commoner and decided to run off with her, leaving the family without an heir. But there's more! Fishermen fear that Zoford has been cursed by a sea witch. They say that the docks are being haunted by lonely animals that stare blankly at the waves and moon all night. And during the day, they disappear like ghosts. Ooh, this is the familiar quest. Bit of a weird curse. Fitting for any sea witch or wild sailor's tale. Innkeeper, do you have a drink for this undead fella? A drink and a mop? Just a drink. I won't be needing a mop. If you say so, what would you like? Something that'll loosen up this non-existent tongue. Something full of charm and appeal. Coming right up. Alright, what do we got? Riz off the charts, riz off the charts. Riz off the charts. Maybe, Spoken Heart? Yeah. Speccing into charisma. A real charmer, just for you. Jolly! Wait, I'm trying to like... Oh, fucking, what is the voice from a regular show? The gumball guy. I can't even place it to try it right now. Not Benson. The big head one. I'm barely remembering. Anyway. Jolly! I feel like I can conquer the world with my words alone. Oh. Not that I could ever do that. I care more about words than worlds. Archivist things, you know? I spent most of my life reading, sorting, and archiving. I didn't leave a lot of time for dreams of hubris. Are you sure? Academic hubris is a powerful one. PhD mention? Come on now. That type hardly counts. Agreed. It's only natural. Oh, I think you've given me an idea, Bone Man. I did? Yes. If I can enhance the aging process of cells, the incubation procedure could... Alright, I gotta go. If my sister asks if you've seen me, no, you didn't. Thanks, bye. Energetic young fella. Indeed. If you don't mind, innkeeper, I'd like to linger here a bit and enjoy the moment. Of course. I like that we have multiple different types of day and weather. We had early dawn, we had day, we had... Right now it's the sun setting. We've had night. I like that. Hi, Innkeep. How's it going? All fine and dandy. How about you, Fable? I'm still very busy helping the farmers rebuild their barns and fences. Also, apparently, a bunch have lost their crops due to how hot the stars were. It's terrible. Seeing all this destruction is terrible. I've never seen anything like this before. Historically, the Lady of Gilead Sea never struck me as somebody to unleash baneful omens. Apologies, my manners. It's impolite to burst into conversation just like that. I'm Scully. Fable. Nice to meet you, Fable. Again, my apologies for the impulsivity. That's right. I was just surprised you could actually talk. Oh, no offense. I just thought, usually... None taken. Usually skeletons don't speak. Theopractically. Oh, wait, me. Theopractically, they don't. Theopractically? Practically, in theory. Exceptions confirm the rule. You sound like a wizard. Please don't say that. Okay, let's pretend I didn't. Scully, how did you like their drinks? Surely an experience. I can feel it gurgling in my bones. Sometimes they do that. Would you also make me a drink, innkeeper? I don't want my bones to jingle, but something that enhances my finesse would be nice. You know, you have to be very delicate with zucchini seeds, or they'll give up immediately. Of course, coming right up. Delicate! Yeah, that was a Taylor Swift reference. Swift Strike! Back to the Swift Strike. That used to be... I think that used to be Fable's top drink in the beginning. OG. I hope this tastes refined enough. This is perfect. You know just what I need, innkeeper. Of course I do, after all, you're a regular. Fable's my favorite. I'll tell a lie. Zephyr's my favorite, but you're my favorite regular Fable. I am. Yes. And you're my favorite innkeeper. Thank you, Fable. So, do you think your farm work will be done soon? Oh, I hope so. Not that I don't like helping them out. I do. But I think the sooner everyone gets back to normal life, the better. Do you perhaps need a hand? I happen to have two. I might also know a thing or two about crops and fences. Sure, I could use some help carrying a few things over to Tavern. My treehouse is just around the corner. Splendid! Sounds like quite a useful endeavor. I'll gladly indulge. Thank you. Innkeep, before we go, I have something I wanted to give you. What do you have for me, Fable? Some dried honey flowers. The farmers didn't know how to thank me, so they gave me these flowers. And you're always so helpful and nice, so I wanted to share them with you. I'm sure you already have at least 4 ideas on how to use them. Thank you very much, Fable. I'll make sure to put them to good use. So you accept donations for ingredients? Certainly. I can only get my hands on so many infusions myself. What about recipes themselves? It's always good to get more inspiration. Welcome into Miko. We're vibing with some Tavern Talk. Basically, D&D type verse. It's a fantasy verse. Things are happening. Side quests. Fun characters, etc. I hope your Saturday's going well. Wonderful! In my prior life, I have had access to a lot of books and magic about potion mixing. I think I still recall my sister's favorite recipe. I would love to use these new recipes though, chat, because we just keep getting new ones and we keep using old recipes. Come on, game. You stored it under your hat? Of course! Where else would I keep it? Fair enough. Thank you for your recipe. Innkeeper, thanks for being such a patient and pleasant host. I shall be on my way then, with Fable. But I'll be back, should I not crumble into a pile of bones from one day to the next. Let's hope not. I won't. I'm just joking around. Oh my god, the skull had like a microsecond, nanosecond blink. I hope I wouldn't want to be responsible for that. Anyway, Innkeeper, thank you so much. You are still the highlight of my day, no matter how dark the night. See you around. Let's go, Scully. No time to lose. We still need a rumor. Hey, yo! Kyle looks different. I like the fit change. The freaking Dracula music. That I was able to witness such a rarity in my lifetime. Immaculate! You would even get excited about a rusty nail. Of course I would. Such a splendid chemical process. Metals have a variety of chemical processes. Rust being my least favorite of them. Ruins a lot of hard work. Does it now? Yup. Makes everything porous. Oh. Kyle, Rhea, nice to see you both again. Likewise, dear Innkeep. How has your day been? I can't complain. Had some interesting customers today. Oh, like that one distinguished gentleman who crossed us on our way in. Distinguished, yeah, gentleman, I don't know. A giant top hat doesn't make you a gentleman. What makes you a gentleman? Manners. He was quite polite, I recall. Greeted me with the tip of his hat. You find everyone polite, even your slime. But Mr. Slime is quite polite. What a peculiar wall clock you have there. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. It looks just like the clock in Evelyn's living room. It reminds me of all the times I impatiently waited for her to come home after important meetings and banquets. Do you know if that is her clock, by chance? I think that might be a story for another time. Let's not worry about it now, shall we? Okay. Say, Innkeep, have you read that letter yet? That'd be a story I'd love to hear right now. Not yet. No. Tragic. I've always loved writing letters. Innkeep, you got a drink for me? Something that'll make me tougher. So I can get through today's babbling. Of course. I want to make the ab drink. I want to make the drink with abdominal muscles. Maybe it doesn't matter what we make. Watch me make the wrong thing. First stone makes you feel comfortable and safe, embracing you with frosty taste. Nah, that's not what our friend wants. Our friend wants a frosted lagoon, like always. Frosted lagooners. I don't know, maybe I could do... Maybe we can just see. I don't know. It's too late. It's fine. We're not gonna color outside the lines. Oh, reliable frosted lagoon. I've made that about as much time as anything else. Now that's what I'm talking about. A gift of great dragons. Well, thank you. I gave it my best. Can taste that. I feel sturdier already. I've had me doubts about ye, Innkeep, but I must say, you know your job. So, how's the day been for you two? The usual. Splendid! It was my first day in centuries out under the rays of sun. And how did you like it? It's brighter than I thought. The light of the sun, I mean. Raya and I took the day trip to the capital since I rarely get to see it in full of daily life. There were so many people. Too many. Just the right amount for a city. It was so vivid, it almost made me feel alive. And everyone was able to admire my beautiful cape. Is that the cape? The cape of... invisibility? It absolutely is. How curious. Does that mean you two are going to Baruvia now? Huh? Why would I want to go there? That was the deal. I help you get your cape, so you can attend the fancy Baruvian vampire banquet, and I get me gold's worth. Oh, but I got that invitation about 500 years ago. Didn't I mention that? Oh, shit. No? What about me material, then? Well, I can give you the gold right now if you want. Can you accompany me a while longer, though? Ugh, fine. Oh, wonderful! Every second I spend with you brings me tremendous joy. What a great day to be a vampire. I've got my cape back, I can walk under the sun like mortals do. Say, innkeeper, what if you thought of a new drink? One that would taste just as incredible as the gentle and welcoming beams of sunlight feel on your skin. That's kind of a vague description, but I think I might have something in mind already. Oh, wonderful! I wonder if my dear Evelyn would desire to walk in sunlight as well. Do you know how she's doing? Do you think I could pay her a visit? You shouldn't. I should! The air smells like reconciliation. Do you think that's a good idea? It ain't. It is. Kyle, you've stolen her, your cape. Do you think she'll greet ye with open arms? You know what I'd do if me ex-husband stole me hammer? What? Take it and smash all he holds dear. No one takes what's mine. But the cape is mine. Is she of the same opinion, you think? Oh, maybe you're right. It would be a shame to lose my cape again. All she'd have to do is ask. Oh, my undead Evelyn. There has never been a wish of hers I'd turned down. And I wouldn't to this day. I don't want to have whatever you have with her. I'd lose my mind. Well, yeah, I know. Oh, how much I miss her. My heart is aching. Oh my god, Kyle. Figure yourself out. Messy bitch Kyle. If that's all, maybe one day she'll reach out to me. I still miss her dearly. And I shall miss her even more, looking towards the mountain's peak knowing she's barely a grasp away. Maybe a drink could help for now. Oh, would you do that? A drink for me? Of course. Something strong, please, dear innkeeper, so that my heart may stop aching soon. Alright, can we make something a little different, game? Something a little different. Strong, 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 strong. Oh, we can make Sailor's Courage. Let's go, let's go, let's go. If it's wrong, I don't want to be right. Muscle drink. Oh, shit. Oh, fun. Hold up. We have to use a infusion. Oh. Okay, so if we do this. We need 1 Riz, 1 Swift, 1 defense. Okay. Riz, Swift, defense. Riz, Swift, defense. Riz, Swift, defense. So that's 1, 1. We can do 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's do the golden feather. I think we need the golden feather for this. Oh! God damn it. I keep messing up. Golden feather! 1 defense. 3 strength. There we go, Sailor's Courage. Abdominal drink. Let's go. I can't mend your broken heart, but perhaps this helps. It does. Thank you, dear innkeeper. Why don't you tell the innkeep more about your day, Right. I suppose it wasn't done yet. Where was I? Your trip to the capital. Busy streets, bustling with people. Roots. Roots? Roots. We admired the roots that enclose the city, almost like a rampart. I finally had the chance to take a closer look. Quite fascinating. For once, I gotta agree. Almost made me believe the myths are true. Myths? Myths. I told ye, rumor has it that these are roots of the Aether Tree, breaking through the surface and taking hold of Gaia, where they guard the capital. Ah, yes, a very good defense plan indeed. What is the wood going to do to protect a city? The city is protected with stone. Oh, I was never very involved in fortification efforts. I figured. Oh. We also met the lovely Seraph again. How are her investigations coming along? Very well. She seems eager and determined. A detective spirit. believe the last made her way to Dalwell. She seems to be onto something. Can't wait to hear the story when she returns. Likewise. Say, Rhea, can we go down to town to check out the antiques dealer? Oi, why? I want to see if I can find any keepsakes from the old times. Very well then, but ye won't munch on the shopkeep, will ya? Of course not! I'm well satiated from the innkeeper's creation. Alright then, let's go. Goodbye, innkeep. Enjoy your shopping spree. Okay. What? She got a dog? She got a dog? A spicy Doberman? Well, that's adventurer. Do my eyes deceive me? Minthy in the flesh? Hello, darling innkeeper. It's good to see you again. Exactly. Oh, too bad I don't have that. I don't have that sound. It certainly has been a while. Must be hitting that 15-year mark, right? It'll be 25 years soon, actually. Ah, you know how I am when it comes to keeping track of time spans longer than a decade. I'm well aware. Good thing you have me to drop in from time to time to remind you, I'm gonna be more grateful. Especially when you bring Casket and Kane along. Oh wait, there's another dog! There's another dog there! Do cute service beats still get a discount here? Always. So what's brought you back to the area? It's not your usual haunt. No, I generally prefer something more... moist? Ha! Not the word I'd have used. But something akin to that. It's decidedly too arid around these parts for my taste. And here I thought I would at least get to enjoy the recent downpour, but no. The stuff that came pouring down was unique. That's one way to put it. Destructive is another, and possibly more accurate. But I'm glad to see that your tavern hasn't suffered the same fate as many of the streets and buildings I saw on my way here. Admittedly, the journey was already quite challenging to navigate with my wheelchair before. Though the scenery has always been worth the struggle. But now, I'm afraid it was impossible to take in as much enjoyment from the passing landscape. Not when I had to pay so much attention to not endanger myself and my sweet service beast. Oh, maybe it's a Cerberus. It has 2 heads. You've told me of your struggles with traveling before. I'm sorry to hear that recent events made it worse. Oh, well, we're here now, aren't we? And I do have to say, using the primordial vortex as a way to skip your veranda stairs is a marvelous accessibility touch. Quite the impressive work, my friend. I'm glad to hear that my little spells are doing their job. I hope the cities will put similar care to rebuilding the streets. Flatter cobblestones would do wonders for many people like me. But believe it or not, I didn't come all this way to talk about the development of inclusivity in urban infrastructure. No, really? Shocking, right? I'm here on the hunt, one could say. What do you have your eyes on? Protection pearls. I have heard a few hushed whispers in my library. Folks say the pearls appear along the lonesome lagoon this time of year. Are we finally gonna, finish this lagoon section? Gooner section? We've had Lonesome Lagoon hints since day 1. Ah, those again. Good hunting, then. Thank you. Though, while pearls might be my main objective, I haven't decided to come to town with one singular purpose. I need to ask you for something, innkeeper. A good drink? No, my manuscript, darling. I believe 25 years should have been enough time to proofread it, yes? Ah! Ah, of course. I finished devouring the manuscript almost as soon as you gave it to me. It just took me a while to recall doing so. You see. Are we bluffing, chat? Since it's been so long, I definitely got done with that. Lovely. I'm glad to have such a reliable old friend to proofread my work. Would you like a drink while I try to engage my brain cells and remember where I put it? If you're offering, I'd be pleased to accept. Perhaps something to refresh my mind after this journey. I'll do my best. Let's make something spicy and fun. Funky, fresh fun. Peak sunrise, boom. Yes, we're gonna do this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we need 2 Swift, 1 Riz. Seaside, welcome in. We missed you during dailies today. Hope your Saturday's going well. 1, 2. 1, 2 Swift, we got 1 Riz. Maybe Honeyflower? Let's try Honeyflower. 1 Swift, 3 Brain. Hey, we did it without the whiteboard. Taking a nap? Nice. It's springtime here. The day was beautiful, but I was really busy this morning, so I didn't go outside. Regret, because it's overcast and raining tomorrow. Thought very hard about making the perfect drink for you. This is so cute! Oh my gosh. Ah, I've missed this. Good to see your mixing skills haven't diminished one bit. In fact, I think I might be coming up with an idea for a new story. Let me note this down really quick. Take your time. So, while I enjoy your mixology, no matter what you put in front of me, I'd enjoy it even more if you could recall the location of my very precious manuscript. You know, the one I lovingly worked away at for almost half a century whilst my library came to be. Certainly. It should be just below this pile. No, wait. I must have put it over here, actually. Alright, given this ongoing battle with your organizational habits, it might take you a bit longer to recover it. And I have some pearls to get to, so how about this? I'll return around in 7 days, and then I can tell you all about my pearl hunt in exchange for my manuscript. My proofread manuscript. Ah! She's giving me 7 days. That would be helpful. Yo, Seaside, you almost missed the streak! Thank you for the 7! Lucky I'm still going. Nah, it's still early, but man, all this reading though. I got like another day or 2 in me. Good. It was nice seeing your wary face again, Innkeeper. Likewise, Minthy. Have a safe and pearlful journey. Ha! I'll try. 7 days should be enough to read my manuscript, right? Oh, thank God. I was like, guys, we have to have a quest soon. Familiars. Familiars. It's gotta be it. They all say Zoford. The scandal in Zoford. Wow. Cute. Chapter 9. Are there 17 playable days in this? That would be crazy. Maybe we're rocking this until I move. When and if. Our favorite twink. Good morning, innkeeper. Could you please make me a drink? I need something to wake me up and feel agile again. Of course, Fable. Just a moment. Not another swift strike, bro. Come on. Always on that swift strike, bro. Always on that swift strike. Literally always. Try something new sometimes, huh? Get out of your comfort zone, Hazel. Fable. Almost called Fable Hazel. Thank you. I feel much better already. Long night. Very. Turns out there were lots of farmers who needed help. Regret offering it? Not at all. I really enjoyed being able to help people. But before, I just used to wish I could help. I never felt competent enough to try. It's fun to try. A bit exhausting at times, but I think I much prefer this over waiting around. I could still use a bit more practice, though. That's fair. Just make sure you also practice taking breaks. You'll have a much easier time helping other people if you're not close to passing out yourself. That's what I have your drinks for. My drinks are not a gateway to burnout. I admire your kindness, Fable, but you should fall under the umbrella of people you're being kind to. I mean, I am pretty good at falling. You're pretty good at a lot of things. I try. I know. Stay in and have a rest now, okay? Okay, thank you. Okay. Hello, sir. Good day to you, innkeeper. Good day to you too, adventurer. Yes, an adventurer. That is what I am indeed. I come here seeking a drink. What a coincidence. I do happen to have some of those in stock. What can I get you? What kind of drinks do adventurers usually get? Whatever drink they desire. Then, well, I could do something that tastes good. Of course. Perhaps something that can protect me from my foes. Defense is the base of every adventurer's skill set, is it not? Possibly. Let's try it out. Trying to get a read on his voice. What do we want? Defense? You know what we're gonna do? First freaking snow. That's what we're gonna do. I want a first snow. So we need 1 Riz, 2 Swift. Honey flower. 2 Swift, 1. Then, oh, I didn't do it. Oop. Then this. Finally, we made a first snow. Liquid protection against your foes. Now for half the price. Thank you so very kindly. Do you like it? Well, yes, of course. Then you should say so. I apologize. I forget to do the thing where you say your words out loud. I get that. Now that you've acquired a drink, care to introduce yourself? How incredibly rude of me to forget. I am Gustav Archibald Richmond III, son of Lord Gustav Albert Richmond II and Lady Dorothea Bridget the 27th. And up-and-coming hero from Windmore. And who might you be? The up-and-coming innkeeper of Zenith. Happy to have you here. And I'm Fable of Ashengrove. You're Fable? Yes. Is that a bad thing? The Fable that saved Terragrin from the werewolves. The very same. Wow, what an incredible pleasure it is to meet you. I've heard so many things about you. Oh, good things, I hope. Of course. They said you single-handedly persuaded the werewolf to give up his wicked ways and reunited with the family. That's one way to put it for sure. They do have a way with words. Incredible! A true hero indeed. They spoke of helping you with the aftershocks of the starfall as well. I mean, that's a given. I need to help out when I can. You truly have the heart of a folk hero. How admirable. What about you, Lord Gustav Archibald or Richmond III? What are you the hero of? Well, I'm currently living my backstory era. I'm in the first act, so to speak, on my journey of becoming a full-blown adventurer. I've had a bit of a late start, but I shall catch up with haste. Also, Archie is just fine. You don't have to say the whole thing every time. Well, Archie, if it's haste you're looking for, I can help with that. Someone gifted me some golden feathers a few days ago. I read an infusion for the right drink. They can hasten you up in no time. Really? That's spectacular. I always thought those things were myths and legends you only read about in books. Do you read a lot? Ah, sometimes. Not that much. You should. You sound like someone who enjoys adventures, and books are so full of them. They are. I'm just too cool for books. Books are cool. You think so? Yes, I do. I mean, look at the Innkeeper's journal. It's super cool. The coolest. Oh, well, actually, maybe I do read quite a bit. I'm sorry for being so weird about it. Don't worry. We're all a little weird sometimes. What kind of books do you like? Anything full of adventures and heroes and adventuring heroes. They're just like me. Obviously, my parents would much prefer if I read about other things, such as books on etiquette or the newspaper. I'm sure they would love it if I wrote a dissertation on the intricacies of the Daria negotiations, or even became a diplomat myself. But I think I would fare much better as a savior of this world, don't you think? The Daria negotiations? I'm unfamiliar. It's all terribly boring. They're negotiating trade routes. Due to the collapse of the canal bridge, I was hit by a horde of spinel rhinoceroses. It's not going well at all, because they can't agree on who should pay for the repairs, the mainland or Daria itself. Just thinking about it puts me to sleep. Then perhaps we should get back to more exciting topics. How do you plan to start off your hero's journey? By doing something heroic, of course. What's something heroic that I could do? You could start by helping the local farmers. They're still rebuilding their homes and relocating their cattle as we speak. Great idea! How much gold should I give them? Gold? I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't mind, but I was thinking about lending them a hand, physically, with your literal hand. Ah, okay, so I would go to the farmers and ask what they need help with. Of course. That sounds... I shall figure it out. Thanks for the inspiration, Fable. It has been an honor meeting you, and I hope we shall cross paths again. Till my next quest, Innkeeper. Till then. Cosplayer. That was... adorable. Weird. Not because of him, he heard about me? Being a hero? That doesn't sound right. But you are a hero. Not really. I don't even do that much. Not enough to be inspiring to anyone anyway. There are much greater heroes than me out there. He wasn't impressed by other heroes. He was impressed by you. That's... nice. You don't sound very happy about it. I am. It's really flattering, but I just don't think I did enough to deserve his praise. I'm just some elf. It's not for you to decide who's impressed by you and who isn't. I'm personally going to keep bragging about knowing Fable, or the great hero of Ashen Grove and savior of Terragrin. Or Terragrin. Alright, I get it. Thank you, Innkeep. I'll try to better accept compliments. Good. Our boy's back. Hey, Zephyr! Hello, Innkeeper. Hello, Fable. Hello, Melly. Hello, Malachite. It's so good to see both of you again. Likewise, right, Mal? Can I offer you two a drink? Actually, you could offer us a quest. You're talking about the one you just picked up by any chance? Your incredible deduction skills strike again. I'm only trying to match wits here. Hee. So you're interested in saving those poor families? Oh, familiars. I am. Missing familiars, silent wizards, clues leading to seemingly dead end. This sounds like a case for the world's greatest detective. And her sneaky assistant. They do sound like a great team. They're not a team. But they're going on a quest together. They are not. Then why are you here? She didn't want to come here alone. She said she can't reach the quest board. And I needed a drink anyway. So cute! So, you're sending Melly on a quest alone? As is customary, that's how the Shadowbanes have always handled it. Melly isn't part of the Shadowbanes. I think we'll be responsible. But she wishes to walk the path of thieves, so she must embrace their lifestyle. I think she's trying to walk the path of a detective. And that just sounds dangerous and negligent. I agree. You're not coming with me? No. Why not? I just explained that. Badly. But you have to come with me. Why? It's clearly a job for two people. There's no job that can't be done alone. What if I need someone to sneak into the crime scene to gather evidence? Didn't you want to go on this quest to test your stealth training? But what if I get nervous? What if I forget how to be stealthy? Or what if none of the familiars want to talk to me? I don't know, Melina. And what if I come back and you've been eaten by a T-Rex? Who cares? I do! Sierra's threat is much lower in Zoford. He's so much lower. I know. I don't know if your father can still be a terrible father. I love their relationship. My favorite. My favorite. So adorable. Okay. No, he's mad at me. I think you should mind your own business. And I think you should make better decisions. Melly is right. You two make a good team, especially for this case. So stop hiding from the imaginary T-Rex of emotional vulnerability and just go on this familiar themed vacation. You might even enjoy it. Listen, Melina. Even if I wanted to come with you, I couldn't. I've got obligations, things to do. You're a thief! You don't have fixed working hours, and you don't have any other friends waiting around for you. Maybe not, but I do have a sheepfish to take care of. You have a sheepfish? I do. His name is Rufus, and he doesn't do well alone. Plus, he needs to be fed and do his daily crossword puzzles, or else his wool will get strawy. Okay, these ended up being the two best characters so far, for real. Oh, well, you're right. You can't just leave Rufus alone. He'll get lonely. Yeah. I could take care of Rufus. What? Well, I live nearby, and I'm very good with animals, and I'm pretty decent at crossword puzzles. Sounds like an excellent idea. What if Rufus doesn't like you? He will, certainly after one of Fable's famous lullabies. You sing? Sometimes. Maybe you can sing a song about how Mal and Rufus got eaten by a T-Rex while familiars booed me out of town. I think I prefer a song about you and Malachite saving those families instead. I keep saying families. Familiars instead. Right, Mal? Fine. Just this once. See it as a final exam for your training. Yay! That sounds fun. Wonderful. So, do you two need any help on your quest? Don't know. What do you think, Detective? Well, it's great that you would ask, mighty assistant. Please don't call me that. Okay, mighty Mal, then. No. How about John? Sure. So, John, thanks for asking. I have studied the quest given to us thoroughly closely. And I have come to the conclusion that there is only one option. This is a classic case of finding the right clues sprinkled throughout the witnesses' testimonies and piecing them together correctly. The townsfolk, the wizards, the familiars, they all have different conflicting information, and we'll need to collect and untangle it all to see the whole picture. But to achieve that, we need to be charismatic enough to get the truth out of them. And for those who still refuse to talk, out of guilt or fear, we'll need to activate our stealth powers. Find those hidden clues ourselves. Also, we should be quick so that they can't destroy any evidence. Can I offer you some of your golden feathers? They do come with a sweet aftertaste of haste. That way, you should be able to make it to Zoford much quicker. Great idea! Why is he John now? I hate that. I think you underestimate the severity of the situation. What would you suggest instead, John? I agree with the stealth part. We could use a hint of dexterity to make sure we remain unseen for as long as possible. But I believe our focus should be on overpowering whoever is responsible for this. If they're making familiars disappear, they won't be interested in discussion. Not a fair one, at least. We should fight first, ask questions later. I guess you got bored of the stealthy approach? Different problems require different solutions. If you're itching for a fight, may I recommend fresh phoenix chilies? Some fire resistance could be a big advantage against wizards and familiars. Whether a fireball or fire breath, you wouldn't want to walk in unprepared. Does Endu have fire breath? Technically, yes, but he's usually too lazy to use it. It helps a bunch with roasting marshmallows, though. I'd love to try Endu's marshmallows. I'll see if I can set something up when you return. Thank you! I think some s'mores could also help convince those familiars to help us. That's ridiculous. A dagger would be far more convincing. I think both could work. Innkeeper, what do you think? They definitely need a little bit of dexterity for sneaking around, but what should they pair it with? Haste for a quick arrival, and charisma for smooth talking, or pure strength with some fire resistance? Let me think about that. Guys, always the charisma route. I don't think there's any reason to fight. There cannot possibly be a bad ending in this. Okay, we want the Rizma route. The rigmarole. Okay, what happens when we put haste in? Hold up, let's just write this on the board and see what it does. This is wrong. It's not. What else do we have? This one. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Wait, no, it's only 1, 2. 1, 2. There we go. Charisma. The charisma roll. I think this case needs a delicate hand. The best detective work is achieved through clever conversation. Ha! You're spot on. I hate his name. Change it immediately. Guess this is how I die. Don't be so pessimistic. My drinks have your back. Do you think you're prepared to solve this case, detective? Yes. With your help, we'll complete this quest with haste. We'll be back soon. Best of snooping. I should go with them to pick up that sheepfish before they disappear into the night. Don't forget to sing them a lullaby. Rufus or John? Rufus? Right, obviously. I'm gonna go now. Have fun, Fable. That's so funny. Things really got spiced up when the cat arrived. This lady. Innkeeper, Chrissy, glad to see you're all right. Likewise, good to see you and the tavern are unharmed. I'm gonna keep my voice normal for her. It's quite the disaster out there. And I'm just passing through. I don't have time to stay for long. Need to check on the cottage, and the birds, and Fable. I'm sure everything is as it was. The canopies of the grove are sturdy after all, which is why I chose to make it my home. That and the landscape. I hope your trip was nice at least. Oh, it was. It felt good to recharge and refill the creative juices. We walked a lot, actually. Almost mapped out the whole island. We also hiked to the foot of Borean Ridge, where the auroras touch the peaks. I heard the view is quite remarkable. It was! I'd never seen anything like it before. It was the first time I got to catch a glimpse of them. I also caught a glimpse of the infamous Banshee. Oh, yeah, we have Banshee rumors too. Everyone told us to avoid the lonely lagoon because of her. It's too beautiful to ignore. I doubt the Banshee means any harm. Everyone yearns for a friend, after all, even scary creatures. It's lonely as a monster sometimes. Everyone is scared of you. People shouldn't be. No one can choose who they're born as, and we should accept them as they are. I have a few patrons who'd really appreciate hearing that. Then I'd be happy to meet them. Speaking of which, I got you something. Oh? Remember the nymphs? From last time we spoke? I do. I met one at the art convention. She was selling little homemade trinkets. I remember our conversation and got you this. Cute. I thought you might appreciate it. I do, thank you. It'll certainly always have a special place in my heart, knowing it came from you. Oh, you're such a sweet talker. But you can't trick me into giving you my name. What would I want with names? Nothing good, that's for sure. But for realsies, I have to leave now. I've been gone for too long. See you around, Innkeep. See you around, Chrissy. Take care of yourself. Always. Oh, okay. This looks so cool. Maya, good to see you again. It's been a while. Yes, a while. A while. 6,000 years. More like 2 months. Oh, I thought I had hibernated longer. You hibernated at this time of year? It was for the Bloomtide Festival. It happens near my swamp every year during the Dreaming Moon. Druids and bards join together in search of the moon pools for 2 whole weeks. They dance, they laugh, they scatter pretty little flowers everywhere. They hope that they can satiate the land. It will lead them to the reflection of the cosmos. You mean the set of mythical lakes that is said to reflect all 7 moons at once? Yes. Ever since the Twilight Chasm portal opened up within them, a mere 30 years ago, travelers have become increasingly obsessed with bathing in their beauty. Such festivities sound exciting. No! They are loud with their songs and their arguing about getting lost in an endless maze of marshes. And they walk around with torches of burning ember that they swing too close to my precious vines. Why would you bring fire into a swamp? It is a little rude. Exactly. You know, I tried to join them one time. Their dainty flowers intrigued me, and I snuck up to them, dressed in my prettiest poison ivy adorned with thorns of the undying trees. And you know what they did? What? They chased me away with their fiery brooms chanting, "Demon be gone!" from the top of their tiny lungs. So now I hibernate every dreaming moon. That way, I don't have to listen to their jolly tunes. Give them another chance? I don't know enough context. Ghost grass for real. I don't know, I like her. She's so cool. I kind of want her to own her space. Well, we're gonna choose violence. We're gonna choose. It's your swamp. If they can't be respectful about it, they can celebrate somewhere else. But they traveled all the way to celebrate there. I don't want to crush their joy like fickle bones. Oh, wow. Okay, a lot of restraint, Baya. They crushed her joy first. Oh my god, we are the devil on her shoulder right now. And they should learn that there are consequences for their actions. Jesus Christ, Innkeep, I didn't sign up for all this. I guess I am very good at making people leave. I'll just haunt them a little bit. Maybe teach them some manners? Empathy. I think you should stick with scaring them. But right now, I am awake and thirsty. Do you have a swamp water on the menu today? I'm all out, sorry. Too bad. Something else then. Do you still have those drinks that make you as sturdy as tree bark in case their torches come near me again? In fact, I still do. Give me one moment. I love this character. Abs. Abs drink. No, we need defense. Let's make a first snow, because like we just haven't made it enough. 1 Riz, 2 Swift. 1 Riz, 2 Swift. This should work. Honeyflower. One Riz, 2 Swift. Okay, we got 1. Liquid tree bark just for you. Except it's hot chocolate. Oh, delicious. I feel I could devour any torch now. Thank you, Innkeeper. What woke you up from your slumber, anyhow? The night sky fell into my dirt hut. It burned my favorite weeping willow to bits. I am replanting it into many small, sniffling willows. They are feasting upon the ashes of the stars that try to extinguish them. It's a powerful nutrient. Sounds tasty. Come here, Bubbies. Come here, my baby. After the trees and winds and pillbugs calmed down, I had planned to go back to sleep. All that calamity made me feel awfully tired. But when I tried to sleep, all I could focus on was this feeling spreading in my chest. Heartburn? Loneliness. I thought I should get out of there and advertise my new spa. What? Because only crickets were visiting and they aren't very good at marketing. You know, maybe if people visit me instead of me visiting them, they won't chase me off. So I went to where I knew people could use my services, the werewolf camp in the Ashen Grove. I didn't want to intrude on their personal space, of course, so I just hung the coupons up on the pieces of thin red string in the nearby canopies, together with some jolly little bells so that the wind would announce their presence, like little spells that draw you towards the nearest mud masks. I hope they'll visit me sometime. I didn't know you opened a spa. It's new. I want to share my flowers and mud and pools with everybody, so we can all look beautiful together. That sounds wonderful, Bio. I agree. Can I leave some of my coupons here? Yes, of course. Thank you. Please hand them out to all your customers. I will happily share this fantastic offer with them. You could also just come here more often and hand them out yourself. Ah, but there's no one else here. Except the jackdaw. Do you want a coupon, little creature? I will leave one in your nest. Wait, where? Oh, it's the bird up here. No one's here because it's almost closing time, Baya. You have to come by earlier, during the day, or earlier in the evening, or during events. But there will be people here. Yes, I believe that's the point. Too scary. I shall go now. Don't forget to hand out my coupons. I will do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. No rumors today? Oh my god.